Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, I am Kayse from kaysemorris.com, and I blog all about empowering teachers and making education as fun and as engaging as it could be. Today's video is my very first teacher tag that I created, and I am so freaking excited to share it with you guys. If you have a YouTube channel, an Instagram, if you have Facebook, whatever you want to do, I encourage you to jump on this tag. You can find the questions down in the description bar below and tell me all about back to school. This is called the Back to School Teacher Tag. There are 10 questions in all, so make sure you get a sheet of paper and write down the questions and answer them to the best of your abilities. So let's go ahead and get started. Question number 1, where do you teach, in what grade and what subjects? I teach in a really small South Georgia town. I teach 8th grade English and language arts, and I also teach, writing and grammar, everything that you could possibly think of that would be in a language arts classroom. That's what I teach. And yeah, most of you already know that if you've been to my channel, but if not, then you may not know that. All right, number 2, when does school start back for you? So school started for me 2 weeks ago. Today is August the 24th. So this is our second full week of school. I feel like we're really getting back into the swing of things. I know that some of you don't start school back until September, which blows my mind. We did start 2 weeks into August, which is the latest I have ever started since I've become a teacher. And I was really excited about it because I felt like I really got an entire summer, if you know what I mean. Number 3, what fun things did you do this summer? Summers are some of my most favorite times and my most favorite memories with my family and with my husband. My husband and I go to Colorado every single summer to see our favorite band play at the beautiful Red Rocks. If you have never been to Colorado, oh my goodness, I could live there. I've never been there in the winter, so it's really not a fair judgment call. I've only been in the summertime, and it is breathtakingly beautiful. But we stay in Denver, and we stay in Morrison, in Evergreen, which is all right there in the same area. We usually go with some of our best friends, and we stay for about a week. And we go for 3 to 4 nights to Red Rocks to see my favorite band, which I'm sure most of you have never heard of, but if you've heard of Widespread Panic, then me and you should be besties. I'm just saying. All right, another fun thing I did this summer was go to the TPT conference in California. What an amazing experience. Always a good time at the TPT conference. I got to be a presenter there. So much fun. Of course, we went to the beach because we only live about 2 hours from there, and I get to go to the beach this weekend, which I am just so excited about. If you've ever been to Jekyll Island or St. Simons in Georgia, they are absolutely amazing. All right, number 4, give 3 tips to teachers when starting back to school. All right, if I had to give 3 tips to teachers, if you're a beginning teacher or an old teacher or whatever you are, I would say number 1 is establish a really good routine. And I don't just mean a good routine in your classroom, I mean a good routine at home as well. Make sure all of your laundry is caught up. Make sure you get up early enough that you feel like you're not rushed. You have lunch ready. You maybe get a workout in. Routines just seem to make my life just gel so much better, and I encourage you to establish a really good routine. Tip number 2 that I want to give you is make sure, if you watched my video the other day, you may have heard me say this, but mind, body, and spirit are all connected. Those are 3 really important things that you have in your life, and I can't tell you how much better my life works when I have all 3 of those things in sync. And then the last tip that I would like to give you for going back to school is make sure you take time for you. Oftentimes we get so caught up in the juggle of being a mom or being a wife or being a child, whatever you are, you forget to be you. So take time for you. Go get your nails done. Get your hair done. Go spend time on you. Go for a walk for an hour and be by yourself. Just spend some time with you, love you, and embrace you, and your year will go perfect. All right, number 5. What's your go-to back-to-school resource? My go-to back-to-school resource always is an interactive notebook. Now, it could be a reading, a writing, or a grammar interactive notebook in my classroom. Those are the most important interactive notebooks that I use, and I have one that I have created. So if you're interested, I'm not just trying to give myself a shout out here, but I'll link it down in the description bar below. But interactive notebooks really connect learning for my students. Kinesthetic learning is at the heart of my classroom, as I hope it is the heart of your classroom as well. And research says that students learn best by kinesthetic ways. So if we're teaching our students how to fold and manipulate foldables, and we're giving them real world experiences, then nothing can stop them. I like to talk about Instagram with my interactive notebooks, and Snapchat. We talk about recent and relevant songs. Make sure to relate to your students, and I think that learning will soar. Number 6, who do you follow on social media that inspires you? Well, of course, if you're on Instagram, you have to go follow Miss Fifth. I think her stories and her classroom are so inspirational. I feel like you probably already follow her because she has like 90,000 followers. But go follow Miss Fifth. Also, Apple and ABCs, absolutely, like, she is such a rock star. So many important, great teacher things that she talks about on her Instagram. She's got wonderful bulletin board ideas. Those are just some really amazing people that I follow. In addition to that, I love Teach, Create, Motivate. Her Instagram is just, oh, so beautiful. Those are 3 people. I'll link their Instagrams down in the description bar below. Go check them out on Instagram. Number 7, what routine do you set in your classroom on day 1? My students know the moment their butt hits the chair, we are working in my class. There is no downtime. We don't have time for downtime in my class. That's the most important routine that I could set completely. It's time to get to work. So when they come in, they walk in, they sit down in a chair, and they always have their daily 5. I've chatted about that frequently, but they always have a little bit of grammar or just some extra practice to do. We go over those, and then we get right into the lesson. I always start with an activator because I know that my mind works best when I am activated in the learning, and then we move into our instruction time, and then we always go into whole group and independent practice. I only have about 70 minutes per class, so that's not a whole lot of time to get a lot of information in. Routines are so important though. My students know every day, based on our hashtags, that's how I lay out my day. So our daily routine is always hashtagged out because middle schoolers, they get down like that. All right, number 8, one thing or item that you can't live without during school. I've chatted about it before, I'm gonna say it again, and that is, y'all, my Yeti cup. I could not live without my Yeti cup. I take it in the mornings with coffee, I put water in it. It's always by my side, and if you're looking for a wonderful way to keep drinks hot, or keep them cold, then you need yourself a Yeti cup. I'll link them down below. Number 9, easy lunch pack recipe. I love lunch ideas, and I swear I put this question on here because mostly I wanted to know what you fix for lunch so I could start making them myself. But what I do for lunch is I make a spinach salad, and I have a really big bowl that if you want to watch my first day of school video, I chat a little bit more about it, but I take out all the ingredients that I have in my refrigerator, and I put Mexican cheese, green onions, green olives, green peppers. I put little croutons or like tortilla pieces. What else did I put in there? Sometimes, oh, I said croutons. Oh, tomatoes, onions. I just fill up as much stuff as I can, and then I always have a little side pack of tuna. You can get the little 70-calorie packs from your local store, and then I put a little bit of mayonnaise in there, and that's my lunch pack recipe. It's not that great. I talk about tuna way too much, but if you have, whatever you have, let me know because I need to change my game up. And then last but not least, number 10, what do you love most about back to school? I love that back to school is the start of a new beginning. It's the start of a new chapter in life, and there's nothing better than that. Since you were young, you have gone through transitions, whether it be going to kindergarten, changing to middle school. If you had a bad year, you got to start all the way over. I moved a lot when I was young, so I felt like I got to reinvent myself every time that I moved. And I think that new beginnings make the world go round. So what better way to start a new beginning than to start it with a wonderful growth mindset, a positive mindset, and to change your year and your outlook on life. There's nothing better. So if you're looking for a way to really make sure that this new beginning is going to be the best year ever. I encourage you to look up different ways to change your mindset and make sure you're always on the upward climb of... I am so sorry, guys, that my battery died at the very end of this video. A storm was coming and I broke one of my lights, like literally all within 5 minutes. So I'm sorry that I did not get to finish and say goodbye to you guys on this video, but it was at the very, very end. So please forgive me. I would love to see you join in on this tag, and I hope to chat with you guys soon. Love you guys. Bye.